friends, it's Caroline Zook here with C Zook Stitch, and today is Saturday, September 2nd, 2023. Welcome to my channel about cross stitch. Today we have a very special episode, Flosstube with a friend. This is Tammy. Tammy,
Hi.
welcome. Thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
Tammy well, first of all, I'm going to introduce Tammy a little bit and ask her some questions, and then we will get into finishes, starts. I hear somebody has a bunch of new starts. And then WIPs and haul and all that good stuff. So this will be fun.
Yep.
Tammy.
Yes, ma'am.
How did we meet?
We met last September at the Pacific Northwest Stitch Summit that Acorns and Thread puts on.
It's almost our 1 year anniversary.
It is. Yep, we met at the elevator. I was looking lost.
Yep. Robin and I were looking lost.
You and Robin took me under your wing and spent the weekend with me.
We did. We forced you to be our friend.
Yeah.
And now here we are.
Yeah.
So where do you live?
Salem, Oregon.
And how far away from that is me? Is me? How far away from me is that?
45 minutes.
That's not too bad.
South.
Yeah. So Acorns is your LNS?
Yep.
Okay. Great.
Yes, it is.
And Tammy, what do you like to stitch on? What types of projects do you like to stitch on?
I like all different types of projects.
Mm-hmm.
I like stuff that's bright and colorful.
Mm.
I like to stitch on animals of some sort. I do a lot of, if you're in my house, almost all the cross-stitch pictures on the wall are cats because I'm drawn to cat pictures.
Mm-hmm.
But I like all animals. I have deep in my WIPs, it hasn't been touched for over a year. I have a very pretty horse one that's from Stony Creek. So I like bright colors, but I like different kinds of things. I don't have one style. I like to stitch on lots of different kinds of things, except for samplers. I'm not a sampler stitcher.
I was just going to ask, so you're a sampler stitcher?
I have one technically it's a sampler in my WIPs, but it's not a traditional sampler.
I also think of you every time I see like a safari pattern.
Yeah.
Because I think that's one of the things you told us last year was like, I like safari patterns.
Yeah, I like African animals. I think I'm fascinated by all of them. I love all of them. So
cool.
Yeah.
Great. And how do you generally stitch? Like, I mean, I know you go up and down with a needle and thread.
Yes, I do.
But do you have like a rotation? Do you participate in challenges? Do you just do what you want when you want?
For the most part, I do what I want when I want. I don't participate in challenges. I start a lot of stitch-alongs. But
start-alongs?
Yeah, they become start-alongs for me because for the most part, I get sidetracked. I call myself a serial starter because I love starting. I love kitting up and starting, and I would start a new thing every day, but I also love finishing things, so I can't start a new thing every day. So yeah, it's what I want when I want. It's whatever calls to me at that moment in time. Some days it's 5 or 6 of my projects. What? Some weeks it's one. This one is calling to me and I can't do anything else. Yeah. I have to stitch on this.
You might stitch on 5 or 6 different things in a day?
Yep. I might.
That's crazy.
I know.
See, she's my wild friend. She's my wild Suchi friend. If that is wild. Tammy is also the one to credit for the Stitchology floss embroidery. So,
Floss Anthology.
Yes, Floss Anthology on Etsy. Thank you. I always say it wrong. So you found it and you did a video on it, and I talked about that in my floss storage video that I uploaded a couple weeks ago. This is that Tammy. So you can all thank or blame this Tammy.
I love the Floss Anthology system.
Yeah, it's great. I'm loving it.
Fits me and my style just perfect.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great system. So, did you bring any of your favorite finishes or FFOs?
I did.
Would you like to show us some of those?
So, this one is a little older. I like to finish on wood pieces. This is Primrose Cottage Christmas Letters. And this is a board by Chantel's 141 Design Company. And I painted it a green, which it looks black, but it's actually a green to match. And I love this trim. I've used this trim on several of my finishes. This is from Hobby Lobby. And so I stitched this on. This is a fat quarter shop fabric that has snowflakes. It's kind of a blue mottled with white snowflakes. I don't know what it was called.
Closer.
But, It's hard to see the snowflakes because it's busy.
Mm-hmm. That is so cute. And you do your own finishing.
I do my own finishing.
She finishes all by herself.
Yep. So, and I love to do on wood finishes. And then
did you paint it or it came painted?
I painted it.
Uh-huh.
And I love the little button at the top. It's just a button.
That's cute.
It's a little reindeer that I thought matched.
And what is the piece? Did you already say?
It's Christmas Letters by Primrose Cottage Stitches.
That's so cute.
So that is one of my favorite. I have several that are on Chantel's boards.
When did you finish that? Is it like recent or older? Sorry. That was not a pre-approved question that I asked her.
When did I finish this?
Like this year?
I think I finished it last winter.
Okay, so relatively
I had it done
recent.
by Christmas.
Great.
And then another finish. This is a weird kind of a finish. This is different. I stitched, again, Primrose Cottage, Bumblebee Kisses. And I had been at Hobby Lobby and I found these wooden scoops.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew I had to put a cross stitch finish in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I've shown this on my videos. So this is my Bumblebee Kisses.
That's so cute.
And I was going to do it this way for the scoop to hang. But then I realized it's got this big base. So it actually stands up by itself.
Oh yeah, that's perfect.
So that's... and I love all of the Primrose Cottage bee pictures, but I don't like Lindsay's color palette. So I have my own color palette. The colors are brighter.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the brighter yellow and the brighter green.
That's so cute.
So that was a fun one. This is the one I was telling you earlier that I wouldn't consider this perfect. But in this piece, it can't be perfect because this is not...
Yeah.
This isn't like...
It's like an oblong.
Yeah, and it's not the same. It's not perfectly cut out, so it made it harder to.
It's handmade.
Yeah,
well, it would.
I bought it from Hobby Lobby. I don't know.
It could be handmade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, that's really cute.
And then I recently did this.
Oh my
This
gosh.
is hands-on design.
So Tammy is a finisher. Like,
I love finishing. I'm starting a finishing business.
She's starting a business.
This is hands-on design. It came this spring. And this is my first mattress finish, which was fun to do.
Oh my gosh.
Well, it was my first mattress finish, so I had to take it out once because it didn't. This is on 28 count Lugana. If it was on Ada, it would have been a lot easier to match up. And then the pattern also has this little scissor fob. That I thought was
really cute.
So I finished those recently. And then my most recent finish, I just learned how to do this. This is called a block finish. Well, Jolene calls it a standy up. It's a block.
Standy up.
So this is Christmas Barn, also by Primrose
so
Cottage Stitches. I was on a roll, I guess, with Primrose Cottage.
Yeah.
But it's a block.
What is it, like a styrofoam block or just a...
It is not a styrofoam block. It is layers of foam core board that you cut the same size and stack them up.
You made the block.
Yeah, you make the block with foam core board. And styrofoam, when you cut it, it's really messy and it's hard to get perfect. And it's much easier to do the foam core board and stack it up to make your block.
How many pieces did you need?
This one has 5.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, 5 layers.
I was thinking like 15.
No, it's 3/8 inch thick, so
5 times 3/8 is,
I don't know, an inch and something. It's like an inch and a half. So.
That's so cute.
So this is pom-pom trim, I think from Hobby Lobby.
Mm-hmm.
And then this burlap is from Stampin' Up. I used to be a Stampin' Up demonstrator, and so I have a whole bunch of Stampin' Up's trims and stuff.
That's so cute.
And then fabric from maybe Hobby Lobby, I'm not sure.
I love it.
So this is my most recent finish and the one that I just learned how to do. So I might do a tutorial on this because I've never seen a tutorial on this kind of finish before.
That'd be great.
So,
and I should have asked you before this, but you have a Flosstube. What's your Flosstube?
It is Tammy's Crafty Life.
Yes. So I'll link that down below as well. So go check out Tammy's channel. What else? Do you have other
Those are
things?
all of the fully finished items. I have other finishes, but those are the fully finished ones that I brought.
Are the finished items for like the regular Flosstube or like the things you're proud of that I asked you to bring? Tammy likes me a lot. One of my favorite pastimes is bugging Tammy and trying to.
Oh, she's so good at it.
I'm a younger sister, in case you can't tell.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so the other ones, yeah, kind of.
Do you want to show them now, or do you want to wait?
Whatever you want. It's your video.
Show them now.
Okay. So this one, I love this. This one's funny because I needed white Aida, and I was in the Fat Quarter Shop Fabric of the Month Club getting Aida for a while, and one of the Aidas I got was this. It's probably hard to tell. It's spider webs. I don't do spiders, and I don't do spider webs, but this is printed. So on the other side, it's white Aida.
Oh, that's funny.
And I just used the back side. And this is one of my favorite. This has been on my video too. This is by Doreen Jones, and it's called Pattern Cats. And I love this.
Oh my gosh. Look at the colors.
I like it because it's bright colors and it's cats. And it was so fun to stitch because even though there's a lot of shading, she does it in blocks. There's absolutely no confetti. So, and the way that all these cats are done, they're just so fun to stitch.
And what size fabric is this?
This is 14 count Aida. And this is full coverage, and I actually did it in a couple months, which is quick for full coverage, but it was because I just loved stitching on it. It sat by my stitchy chair, and I stitched on it every night for a few hours.
Did you use the called for?
Yes.
Colors?
All the called for colors.
Okay, yeah. I need to get this one.
Yeah.
Or I'll just take this one.
No, you won't. So
okay, it's right here in my house.
This is one I was talking about that I haven't decided if I want to. I know I want to frame it, but I don't know if I want it behind glass or not. So, or if I need a mat or whatever.
You probably don't need a mat as much because this kind of acts as the border.
Yeah.
The border around it.
So.
Yeah.
It needs to be.
That is great. I love that one.
And actually, I don't know if I've shown that on my video since I finished it.
I don't think you have.
And then,
I didn't know it was finished.
A while back, I was thinking I need to finish some things, and I know I have some Christmas things that are almost done from last year, and the Christmas barn was one of those. It took me 2 evenings to actually finish it, and then this one I had put away because when I was almost done, I realized that this border, the border on this side, was 2 rows or 2 columns in too far, and I got disgusted and put it down. Because I had to rip out. Cute. I was ready to stitch the wreath in the house, and I had to rip out the whole border.
What is this piece called?
This is Deck the Halls by Primrose Cottage. Apparently I like their Christmas designs.
That's really
cute. So this
cute.
one's ready to be finished. It was recently finished stitching.
That's really pretty.
So I like that.
I like that one.
And then I have one other thing to show that is not cross-stitch, but...
Yes. We'll allow it.
I have another finish, actually.
Oh.
This is...
She's a finishing machine, you guys.
Well, I started wanting to do smaller things so I would have more finishes. This is by Robin Pickens, which I had never heard of before, and Fat Quarter Shop showcased her on one of their videos, and this was a free pattern. It's called Happy Fall Acorn.
It's cute.
And it's tiny.
Oh my gosh, that is darling.
Tiny.
You can just use a scrap of fabric.
Yeah, I'm going to make a pillow out of this.
That's really cute.
So that one was fun. This one took a couple evenings.
Uh-huh.
But then I saw in a video, somebody made these cute little Ort things. So this is what it looks like. And then you snap these together.
Oh, yeah.
And you have a little Ort tray.
So cute. So great for travel.
Yeah. So it stores flat. And I made 2 of them.
Yeah.
Because I could make as many as I want. I have a bunch of charm packs. And I used just plastic snaps. I guess there's other kinds of snaps you could use, but I already had the plastic snaps.
Those are great.
Aren't they fun?
They're fun.
So you can have one of those if you want.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Pick which one. I have a ton more fabric, so.
Oh my gosh. Can I take the pink one?
You can.
Thank you. This is so great. I love it. Thank you.
You're welcome. So that's it for those finishes.
I'll show the fabrics. The pink floral. That's the other one. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's great.
So the only other finish I have belongs to you.
Okay.
So I don't know where that is on your list, but.
Okay, I'm going to do August stats real quick.
Okay.
Do you keep track of stats or hours stitching or number of stitches or anything like that?
No, I don't have time to count stitches. The only thing I do is I record my number of WIPs at the beginning of every month.
Okay.
that's all I do for keeping track.
So it's the beginning of the month.
Yes.
Do you want to share your number of WIPs?
I don't know if I updated it, but I don't know if I want to share it. It's a ridiculous number, but I have 97.
Oh, that's not bad. That's under 100.
Well, it was 100. The end of July, when I was going into August, it was 100, and I wanted to start some new stuff.
Okay.
And I'm like, I'm not going over 100. So I went through all of my WIPs and purged ones that I knew I would never finish. I pulled out 14 of them.
That's good. That's great.
Which let me start new things.
Wait, you purged 14, but you're still close to 100 now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have some new starts to see in a minute.
Yeah, I think I only have 4 new starts here.
Okay.
So maybe I did that at the end of June because I built myself back up already.
Yeah. It's easy to do. There's so much good stuff.
I love to start.
Great. I also track time. So I try to get 3.5 hours of stitching in each evening. So half an hour of that's my 25/7, where I stitch on a piece for 25 minutes a day, 7 days a week. And then I try to do a 3-hour rotation. So my total time for August is I stitched a total of 108.5 hours total throughout the month. There's one day I didn't stitch at all when my uncle was here last weekend. And I started August with 52 WIPs. I had one finish, which I'll show here in a minute. And so I ended the month with 51 WIPs.
That's a much better number.
But I'm already up to 52 for
so
September so far.
100. 100 is ridiculous. It takes a lot of space, too.
The space thing, yeah. It does take space. But so those are my August stats. So you showed your finishes?
Yep.
I'm going to show... I have one finish, but I'll show that in WIPs. But before I show my finish, I forgot about this.
Oh, my goodness.
I picked up stained glass window back from the framer.
Prettier in person.
Thank you. And I'm much happier with it. So I took it back to the framer because when they framed it, I had these as long stitches and they got kind of wonky in the framing process. So I took it back, no charge, and he reframed it after I tacked down all the stitches, all the long stitches.
So did you take it apart?
He took it apart.
He took it apart.
I asked him, I said, do you want me to take it apart or do you do that? He said, no, they'll do it because they have their system. And then he put it back in and he framed it. So I'm much happier. So this can be sent off as a gift. It is
beautiful. I've seen it on your video before, but everything is so much prettier in person.
I know. It's so pretty in person, isn't it? And he said, this is interesting. He said, it was much easier to stretch after you had fixed the stitches on it. Yeah. So I got that back and very happy with it. It has the glass, but I don't have the money for the museum glass, which is a lot more expensive. So it's just the regular UV glass. So there's a bit of a reflection, but that's okay. And then I dropped off Autumn Quakers by Rosewood Manor. So hopefully that will be framed soon.
Are you mailing that to somebody?
Mm-hmm. I'll be mailing that.
So how do you mail something with glass in it?
I'm going to take it to like the UPS store and they'll have them do it. Yeah.
I'm always afraid the glass will break.
Yeah, they're pretty good at wrapping it up pretty nicely. And then
you finished it.
I finished Floral Pumpkin.
I love that.
This is a Mill Hill kit, and it is officially done.
It's beautiful.
It was so fun to do.
You have to get that pattern or kit. I guess Mill Hill's always a kit. Right?
Yeah, it's a kit. So that is done. This one took me a total of 34 hours to do. There are a lot of beads, and I've said this before, but I didn't do the background, so it's supposed to be like a full coverage. But the background, the color it called for is almost the same color as my fabric, which is just like a 28 count dove gray.
I like the brackets on the corners.
Yeah, aren't those cute with the
a lot to it.
Yellow beads? You can kind of see that there.
Very fun.
Yeah.
I love that.
So I'm going to give this to you to finish.
Oh, cool.
To my finisher to finish.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You might not get it back.
Oh. Well, I'll hold on to the cat piece by Doreen Jones until I get it back.
Hold it hostage.
Yeah.
Huh? Yes, you'll get it back.
Yeah.
This is beautiful.
So I was thinking like a pillow, like maybe like a chocolate background pillow for the backing with like Chanel trim around it or something. I don't know. She's my finisher now.
Cool.
Yeah. And then I did finish one from Woodland Christmas, but I'll show that when we do WIPs. Do you have other finishes you would like to show?
What's this?
Is that the pieces?
Yeah.
So I gave Tammy, my finisher, the pieces that go along with this. So that it's called Easter Cross, and they're the smaller ornaments. It's going to the same family as this piece is going to. And I asked her to finish it, and I haven't seen them yet. She hasn't sent me any pictures or anything. And
no pressure doing it on camera.
we're just going to do it live on camera. I'm sure it'll be great. You've seen her other finishes.
Well, these were a little, I was telling her it's much more stressful to finish for someone else than for yourself. Yeah. So.
And if I start crying, no, I'm just kidding.
You better not.
It'll be tears of joy.
Okay, there's the first one.
Oh my gosh. That is exactly what I had in mind.
Well, good.
That is, oh my gosh, the back fabric. Look at that. That is exactly what I had in mind.
So the other one is a little different. That's the one, you said one was for a woman and one was for a man.
Yep.
So that was more of a girly fabric.
Look at that.
And so this one is
that
just
is
a hair
gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I love it.
This one's a little bit different. I left out the lace, and the fabric is different on the back.
I was like, it looks the same to me. So no lace. And then a little more masculine fabric. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I love it. Well, good. It's so good.
I'm glad.
So let me hold them up side by side. Or with the back. Oh my gosh. They are so good. This is exactly what I had in my head.
Cool.
Yes. See, she's a mind reader too.
Well,
love
Carolyn was my first customer. And
yes. Well, I haven't paid yet.
No, but she was the first one to give me something to finish for her. And it was a little stressful.
Were your hands shaking? Because I'm kind of a mean person.
No, but making that cording, I did several different ones before I was happy with what yeah.
Did you use a cording tool?
Yeah.
That's so great.
Making cording putting in metallics is a little more
tricky.
Yeah.
Look at that. It is so good. It is so good. I love it.
And the way the hangers hang, they could hang it or they could put it in a little easel or something. Because the hanger hangs flat on the back. So
yeah, it's just like, oops. It's twisty. That is so great. I love it so much.
Well, good. I'm glad.
Thank you.
Pressure's off. They're out of my house. I was worried something would happen to them.
House burns down.
Yeah. Yep. I'm going to stitch these again if I mess them up.
No. Oh my gosh. They are quick stitches though. And I probably should have brought the information, but if you want to know, they were in a magazine. Oh. They are very quick stitches. I think I did these in 1 or 2 evenings. And I changed out the beads a little bit, but they're very fast.
They're in this magazine.
It's just cross-stitched from April 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah. See?
Easter cross.
I said something like the picture, and she did almost exactly like the picture. That's so perfect. Can you tell which one is the picture and which one is real? I don't think they can tell.
You're funny.
Yay! Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm glad
you like it.
I love it. It's perfect. Now this whole thing will go in the mail to the same person. And they will dole out the gifts accordingly. I just have to keep my cats away from hangers.
Right.
Because that is a fun chew toy.
Is this in the same magazine or a different one? Because it was in a magazine also, right?
It was stained glass. She's asking about stained glass. I think it was a different magazine.
Oh, well, this one is really pretty, too, on the cover. Yeah. If you like the Easter cross thing, that is pretty.
It might be in the same one.
Well, they don't have...
In the back. Check the back.
I'm used to the magazines that say in the front. No, it's not in this one.
It's in a different one. If you want to know, let me know, and I can track it down.
This one has a bunch of fun stuff in it, a bunch of fun Easter things.
Mm-hmm.
It's really pretty.
Ooh, it's purple.
It's purple.
Anything purple.
Yeah.
New starts.
New starts. I have...
That was exciting. Hold on, I need a sip of water because I'm getting a little sweaty over here.
Well, the pressure is off of me. She's got them now.
She's happy.
She likes them.
I love it.
They're out of my house.
Yay.
I have 4 new starts.
Great.
And the first, this is my newest new start. This is, I was saying earlier, I'm not a sampler stitcher.
Oh, is this your sampler?
This is my sampler. I like Brenda, the handwork maniac, on Flosstube. And she stitched on this for a year. She was doing it as a stitch along with some people. I think she might have met at StitchCon or something.
Okay.
This is by the Drawn Thread, and it's called the Sunnyside Sampler.
That's cute.
And I like houses. I love all the tiny towns.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't done the newest one because I don't have the pattern yet, but I just really liked this, watching her stitch it. And after she was done, I decided I needed to stitch it, so I have started. It's a small start.
You started with the sampler part.
I started with the letters at the bottom because it was easy to start there. That's my tiny little start. The ABC, and these are the bottoms of the trees that are under the first house.
So cute.
The fabric is 36 count linen called Celeste by Fiber on a Whim.
It's pretty.
And I like the blue modeling, so it will look like sky in the background behind the houses.
Are you doing one thread, one strand?
One over two. Yeah, one strand over two. So
That's
this
pretty.
is my most recent start.
Can I see the floss color?
Oh, and I did all the called for. It uses NPI and dinky dyes.
Wow.
And I love to stitch with silk.
Pretty.
Silk is a dream. It doesn't tangle. Well, it looks tangled here, but when you're stitching, it does not tangle, and it's just a dream to stitch with.
Smooth.
I love it.
Yeah.
So this was an investment to buy all the silks for this picture.
Yeah.
And they don't have, the Drawn Thread doesn't do a conversion at all.
Oh, they don't?
So I would have had to do that myself.
Yeah.
But I just decided I wanted to do it with the silks anyway.
Yeah, they're so pretty.
I love to stitch with silk.
So pretty.
That's my most recent new start.
So that's your sampler.
My sampler, my one sampler. And then, let's see.
That's a cute bag.
This is So Much to Love. For a year, I did her bag of the month, and I did the bigger bags because I like to put my Q-snaps in them.
Mm-hmm. That's darling.
This was an Easter one, but it's not an Easter picture that's in it. This is, I needed a small for a class I'm taking this month. And so I thought I pulled this out. This is by Sweet Wing Studio. I love her designs.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Singing Sparrow.
His eye is on the sparrow and he watches me. Pretty.
So I used colors I had, and I like them a lot better.
Nice. Ooh, you got a lot done on that.
Yeah, this one it goes pretty quick. This border stuff over here is taking a lot longer than stitching the words did. And then I realized when I went to stitch this, I went based on the border. Sorry, it's the opposite side. Based on this border, I thought this is my upper left. So I started stitching, and I did all of this.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other day I was looking at the pattern. This little bird over here, he goes outside that border.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I still have room on the fabric. I'll have to take it off the Q-snap to stitch the bird's tail. Yeah. But I think I have enough room to still be able to finish it. And this was, I want to do a block finish. So I'm hoping there's enough fabric left for that. If there's not, I'll do something else. But,
you said the bird left.
These are, you have to finish the borders.
Oh, okay.
These are not called for colors, but they're mostly classic color. Oh, classic color with 1 week's dye works, and then the white is just DMC white. So there's only a few colors for this one.
Nice.
So this is, I should write down at least time. I've never kept track of time for stitching to know, because you say, oh, this picture took me this many hours. I don't ever know that, but it'd be interesting to know.
It's interesting. It always takes longer than I think.
Yeah, that's true. Even the small ones take longer than you think. This one is a stitch along that Nicole Spohr is doing, and it is Flying Lesson by Silver Creek Samplers.
There you go. Very nice.
And I almost always change colors of fabric, sometimes floss, but I like color. So this was the fabric I was telling you I picked up just because it was purple. And then I found something I needed to do with it.
That's perfect.
This is the fabric is called Witch's Brew.
Oh, that's perfect.
That's the name of the color. So this is
it's perfect.
So far I am, and I changed this on the pattern. It's green. That was part of the hat. I made it purple, and I will probably do purple floss somewhere else in it too. I haven't decided yet.
That fabric is so perfect because it pulls from the green and the purple. Yeah.
I really like this fabric. It's 36 count linen.
Great.
And my last new start is Colorado Cross Stitcher does cross stitch camp. And every year.
Just over the summer, right?
She does June, July, August.
Okay.
This is the third year. And it's the third year that I've managed to end up in the same boat. I finished June and July, which even June, one of the two, I fully finished. And I don't finish August. So this is my August, and it's now September, so I'm not done. This is by Rovaris, which is in Italy. I saw this on Facebook, this little bee box.
That's cute.
And I had to have it. She hand paints the lid of the box.
Are you going to hand paint yours?
It's already painted.
Oh, you have it already.
I should have brought the box, and I didn't.
That's okay.
But the band around it is stitched, and then she should put in this picture, and she doesn't. This box is a salt cellar, and so the lid slides, it like twists open.
Nice.
And inside that is a pin cushion, which I didn't know that till I was
so
reading the instructions, and it talks about a pin cushion. So I went on her Facebook group and said, "What pin cushion?" And she posted a picture that showed it, and it's basically like the big bee on the top.
And that chart is in here too, for the pin cushion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's
so
cute.
when you buy a kit, and the kit came with the box and the fabric and the threads. Did it come with the threads? No, it's DMC threads. I had to do the threads, and then it came with a couple of little fun things. I think this this thing down right here. I can't get my finger in the right spot. That little wax thing. I think that was in there.
Look at how tiny this Q-snap is.
Yes. Well,
you can't tell in the.
It's a 6x6.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. They don't come bigger than or smaller than 6.
Oh, I thought it was 4x4. It's small. I'm just telling you.
This is my start.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
And this fabric, when I first started stitching on it, I was like, I can't even do this. But the friends I was stitching with said, just keep going and it'll be fine. And I did get used to it.
And that's why you need this little one.
But yeah, I started the bee just doing it in hand, and I don't like limp fabric in hand.
I like it drum tight.
Yeah, me too. So this one did not get done.
Yet.
It didn't get done for Sherry's challenge for cross stitch camp.
But that's okay.
Yeah. But
that'll be really cute.
Typical for me, every August I don't finish.
It's hard.
I think I'm done. Maybe it should be 2 months long. I'm done by the time the end of July comes. With the challenges, because I want to stitch what I want when I want. And this I can't stitch in my chair at night because it's dark fabric, so I have to be sure I have a lot of good light. Yeah.
Do you stitch with a lamp or anything? Like a book light or anything?
Yeah, in my chair I have a lamp, a floor lamp that comes over, hangs over me. Mm-hmm. But something that I need to see really well, it's
not quite.
And maybe it's the position I'm sitting into. I don't know, I'm in a recliner, which puts you back. I try not to recline, but just putting the footrest up kicks you back a little bit. So it's harder to see stuff really well, like if you're sitting in a desk chair like this.
Yeah.
So I usually have, like, my pattern cats was at my chair, and I stitched it every night until it was done.
I'm definitely going to get that one. Great. Is that all of the new starts?
That's all of my new starts.
Well, I only have one new start.
Which is probably better than my 4.
I started with Candy from the 614 Stitcher. We started
I like that.
Home of a Needleworker by Little House Needleworks. And this chart was sent to me from Sandy when she sent me a bunch of charts. And I usually am... I use called for floss, but this time I just used what I had in my stash. So some of it is the same, some of it is different. And I'm stitching this on 32 count Mellowstone by Atomic Ranch Fabrics.
Mellowstone. That's an interesting name.
Yeah. So this is where I got to. I just started it last night, and this is as wide as it's going to be.
You got a lot done last night.
Yeah. Although I've already messed up.
Uh-oh.
And it's way back.
In your border?
Yep. And it's way early on. It's like way back here. I have an extra blank. You can kind of see it if you're looking for it. I have, instead of skipping 1 stitch, I skipped 2. So when I got to the end, I realized that it didn't add up. So I just added another stitch to the end and was like, I'm not going back. I'm not going back to the end. I mean, this border alone took me at least 2 hours to do.
That would be time consuming.
So then I went down and started doing the flowers. And so I don't know when this is going to come out again, but it was really fun. Like, I think this might be maybe a finish for next year or the year after, depending. But I am going to replace, there's a little house in the H and there's a little crow on home. I'm going to replace both of those with a cat. And the cats from Carolyn and Her Cats that Lynette Peters designed for me will fit very nicely under the H where that house is. So I did a little calculation. And then this crow is a lot bigger than the other cats. So what I might do is I might add in like another flower thing that come down here to fill up some space.
And if you're bothered by the border issue, one of the Shannon Christine designs I did that I was just telling you, I finished in a shadow box. It was boxes, I can't remember the name of it, but it was a stitch along, and it's boxes, and one box had a beautiful house in it, but the rest of it was all stitching related, like a hoop or floss or whatever. I messed up one of my borders, and it was really obvious.
Yeah.
So when I finished it, I put it in a shadow box, and I added fun things to it, like I added some little scissors, three-dimensional things to it, and I put a button.
Oh,
so you cannot, because it was obvious that my border was messed up, and
Yeah.
you can't tell because I covered it with a button.
I don't think it's going to be super noticeable.
That was not as noticeable.
Yeah, I just need to remember to do the same thing at the bottom.
That's true.
So then it will end at the same, and then I think it really won't be noticeable because there's nothing else that will mess up that count. So it's easy to fudge. I'll just make the same error at the bottom border.
Yep, you have to remember that though if you're not going to pull it out till next year.
I know. You all have to remind me. Tammy, you have to remind me when you see me. It's like, I'm going to work on this. You're like, remember, mess up that bottom border on purpose.
Yep.
Maybe I don't even have to do it on purpose. Maybe it will just come naturally to me.
Yeah, maybe you'll do it.
So that's the only new start, really, sort of. But I'll show that in WIPs. So do you have WIPs too, in addition to your new start?
I brought 2 others that are WIPs. This first one is another one of those that I pulled out thinking there's not too much to finish it, but there's more than I thought.
It's a cute bag. That's one of those you can stitch on.
Yeah, this was one of the quarterly
Fat Quarter Shop.
from Fat Quarter Shop.
Mm-hmm.
Something came in it.
Yeah.
And you can tell I like Q snaps, and this one is a 6 by 11, so it fits in here.
Mm-hmm.
The other ones don't fit. So
Yeah.
this was a special kit where you got the floss and the pattern together, and they were, I think it might have been a stitch along. It's called Love Family Home by Little House Needleworks. Is that right? Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, don't let me show the chart. So this is it. I thought it had a colored picture, but it doesn't.
It's cute.
And I thought it would be fun. Now that I've pulled it back out, I'm like, it's not even my colors. Now I would do a lot of different things than I did when I started it, but I got too far, so I'm going to finish it. I still like it. I'm going to finish it.
I love that
But
tree.
I pulled this out when I was pulling out things thought I could finish quickly, but this had way more than I expected to be done with. So
houses are deceiving, I think.
yeah, and there's
Oh my gosh,
stuff below
that's
it.
so pretty.
So this is
That is so pretty.
this fabric is from Amazon, and I think it was
really?
called Cocoa or something weird like that.
I love that tree.
Yeah,
It's
the tree was really fun to stitch. And now I'm stitching on the house, but then under the house it says Love Family Home and has a border. So I want to finish this to get it out of my WIP pile.
But you have the bulk of it done.
Yeah, the house and the tree were the worst part. And this is Classic Colorworks, and the floss came with the pattern. So
It's a
only a
kit.
few colors. Yeah.
Nice.
So.
Do you know how you're going to fully finish it?
I don't. I'm thinking it might be the right shape for a block.
That's what I was thinking. With all my finishing prowess.
Yeah, the rectangular ones that are horizontal work nice for blocks.
Yeah. Great.
So,
That's
thinking.
cute.
And the other WIP that I brought, I
That's a
actually
big
made this bag.
Wow.
I like
Purple? Do you like purple by chance?
I love purple, and I love butterflies, and I love this fabric.
That's so cute.
Butterfly wings. I've never understood on project bags why the zipper is on the front, because you lose space at the top. So when
you
I
have
made,
to tuck it up and
yeah,
under.
when I made this bag, I deliberately put the zipper on top,
Mm-hmm.
and then
And you quilted it and everything.
Yep, I quilted it. I
It's
made it
amazing.
to match that other bag when I made it.
Yeah.
I made the By Annie Ultimate Travel Bag.
Okay.
That's it over there.
Oh yeah, the big one. Yeah.
This is Doreen Jones. There's the pattern picture.
Got a big old stack there.
That's how many pages are in the pattern because it has heart hanger in it. So.
Have you done heart hanger before?
Yeah, I used to do heart hanger years ago, and then last year Acorns had a class.
Yeah, I need to
and
take
so I
a
went and
class.
took it kind of like a refresher.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw this. Doreen Jones has an Etsy shop. Her patterns are all digital, and she was advertising on Facebook. She had a sale. All her patterns were half price.
Wow.
So I went and bought this.
You'd lose money.
It's
Oh
called
yeah, I've seen
Bee
you.
Scissor Case and Fob.
It's so pretty.
And so I really like that. It
It's so pretty.
uses, it called for, one of the threads is a kind of thread I've never heard of, and Acorns hadn't heard of it either, so I used some. And Kathy happened to be in the store when I was shopping, trying
Really?
to find different thread. That she's the one who teaches heart hanger.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and see, there's a.
Oh, that's so pretty. That's a bigger picture. Yeah.
It's
that's
a biscorn U. So I'm going to stitch that also.
So pretty.
But what I'm stitching on is the scissor case, and I have the stitching done, but need to do the heart hanger part for the scissor case.
That's so pretty.
That's it.
I just love the colors. Oh, there's a little bee there at the
Yeah.
corner.
It's called Bee Scissor Case and Fob, so it's got a little bee
Right.
on it. And this part actually will be the back. And
Okay.
you'll only see the
flower.
this will be with the flap that flops over.
You have to
and then
cut that out?
Yeah.
That's scary.
Well, heart hanger you have to cut anyway, so all these little holes you have to cut.
Oh my gosh.
So that's my other WIP. I'm at a spot where I need to start on the heart hanger, and
Putting that off a little bit.
I've been procrastinating it because I do know how to do heart hanger, but it's a little
It's scary to
because
cut
it's
your...
been so many years since I did it. It's a little more scary and stressful to start, so I've been putting that off.
Yeah.
So that's the last WIP that I bought.
Great. Those are beautiful projects. I definitely get a sense of your style a little
I
bit.
think I have a style, not just all over the place.
Well, bright colors.
I do like bright
You're in your
colors.
bee phase. Maybe a little bit. I like it.
I have a whole project bag that has all the Primrose Cottage bee
Oh, nice.
patterns in it, and I've stitched a couple of them, but I gave them both to my daughter, so I need to
Restitch them.
restitch them for myself.
Kids, man.
I know.
All right. So I have some lips. And first up is my Woodland Christmas. This is by the Tiny Modernists, and I'm in the Crazy Annie's where they ship you a chart every month. We are nearing the end. I think there's only one or two more charts to ship. I finished block 3. This was my 25/7 piece for the month of August, and I actually started on block 4.
Those are really cute.
They're
I
so
really like those.
cute. And I'm stitching on 28 count Dove Gray with cat hair.
Cat hair. So pet hair. Years
my gosh.
ago, we got this yellow lab, which we thought our previous dog shed until we got a yellow lab. And somebody told me that pet hair is magical fibers of love and joy. So if you
There
have
you
pet
go.
hair in your stitch, it's magical fibers of love and joy
I
that were
like that.
added to it.
I love it.
Needle minder. That's cute.
Yeah. And so I'll show you the whole thing. So it's going to be 4 across by 3 rows down. So that is what it looks like so far. And I finished block 3 with the ornaments. Can't see. And then I started on block 4, so maybe this will be easier. So that's block 3. I love those ornaments. I think it's so cute. And then block 4, I got the border done. And I started on a couple of the snowflakes. I started on another one, but I had positioned it wrong where it wouldn't fit because it would go past the border. So I had to rip that out, and I'll just redo it. I think, so this one I think I'm going to put on my year of WIPs to finish for next year. Block 3 only took me a little over 8 hours to do. So they go pretty quick, and they're really fun, and they're great for like 25/7 because there aren't a lot of colors, and it's pretty easy stitching, but it's so cute. So my plan for this is I'm going to pull it back out sometime this year and finish up block 4 so that that's done going into next year. Then I will only have 8
left.
I keep thinking 5 in my head, like that there's only 9, but I'll have 8 left, and I'll try to do like a block a month until it's done.
Very cute.
Yeah, it's cute.
That.
I love the colors. I love the pinks and reds and how they play together.
And where did your needle minder come from? That is adorable.
I don't know.
Little snow people.
I'll have to look and see for my Etsy purchase history.
Isn't that adorable?
I thought it was perfect for this one. But yeah, I'm loving this. This is so fun.
Tiny Modernist has fun patterns.
They have great colors, yeah. So that was like kind of a start, kind of a finish, but this really only counts as one WIP. So. Oops. Then I worked on Summer Montage, which is my seasonal.
See this one in person too.
Yeah, it's my seasonal Sunday piece. So this is what it will look like. I am on the first block there. This is artwork by Janet Stever and it's charted by Pain Free Crafts. And I'm just stitching this on a 32 count weight Lugana. And here's where we got it.
So much prettier in person.
Thanks. So I just went up here and I did some fill in because I'm trying to go
the
down.
flower is growing.
It's growing. So that is where I got to. I did get a total of 516 stitches in last Sunday, which is more than I normally get in, but because there are a lot of solid colors. I'm now at 3.34%.
Wow. So your Sunday stitches are monthly, or will this be your Sunday stitch forever? A different one every month?
So I'm doing it seasonally. So this is the summer one.
Okay.
So I'll do this one more month on this before I switch to the fall one.
Okay.
And in August, I did a total of 1.2% progress on this, which is 1,786 stitches. So we're getting there. One more month on this, and then put it away, and then I'll do the same thing next year. Yeah, so that's fun. All right, next I pulled out Winter Quakers because this is on my year of WIPs for this year to finish. This is by Rosewood Manor. This is what it will look like. And I worked on this motif right there.
This is beautiful too.
I'm using the called for Valdani threads, and I am using the called for, this is Picture This Plus 28 count dwarf.
Dwarf?
Yeah, that's the color. So So I had a lot, I just had this bottom one to do. This motif is taking a lot of time. I had this bottom part to do, and then I did the purple flowers on each corner. I was going to finish this motif, but then I miscalculated some stitches over here. So I have to rip those out and then put it back in, but then it should be fine. And this is on, for September, we've started ABC Singo for Magazine Monthly Cross Stitch. And this has been called twice now for yesterday, but instead of working on this yesterday, I worked on Home of a Needleworker. So I'm going to have to make that up at the end of the month, which is fine. And then it was called for today. So I think it's on my list 4 times or something, and it's already been called twice. So this will come out tonight. I know that for sure. So that is Winter Quakers.
Beautiful.
And then, because it's a new month, this is my last one, I think. Yeah, because it's a new month. So my 25/7 piece for this month is Thanksgiving Harvest Fairy by Mirabilia. That is what it will look like. It came as a kit, so it has the beads and everything. I changed out the fabric, but This fabric is artichoke linen. I got it at Acorns. And because yesterday was the first, all I've done so far is just a little bit more on this wing. So not even really enough to
Really pretty.
show you. But yeah. So I'll be excited to see how far we can get on that this month. But other than that, that's what I worked on this week. So, and I went back into the office this week. So that was my first week back in the office. So that's everything. Haul? Do you have any haul?
I do have a little bit of haul.
I have a bunch of haul.
I don't have a bunch, but
Why don't you go first?
okay. One thing is this project bag.
Ooh.
There's a Facebook group that is called Judy's Project Bags and More, and she just posts them on there and tells you how many she has of each one.
Oh, nice.
I liked this fabric, so I got it in this size, and then there's a smaller size too that I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with it. The only thing I didn't think about is I like to hang things on, like I make a zipper pull and I have a label that I hang, and this isn't any way to hang anything, but it has this cute little button. So the way this closes is with this little button. You can't see it, but there's an elastic string right there.
You can put like a safety pin on
Yeah, I
the
have
side.
some of those bulb pins, so
Yeah, I would do, because I have some, like the Garan ones are like that, and I just use a safety
Yeah.
pin in like the top up there, top corner, and then I can hang
and it's
it.
kind of fun how she did. There's a spot here
Oh, so you can write
for
the
her
project.
business card,
Oh,
but I could put a card in there with the.
can you show them the little button closer?
Hard to see.
It's kind of hard to see. It's busy, but
It's a little. I can't get my hand in the right spot.
it's right here.
Yeah, a little B button.
Little B.
I think it's really cute.
It's very cute.
And the inside is
More
white
bees.
bees.
Cute.
So that is one. And I have 2 fabrics of the month. I'm only in 2 clubs right now. This is, I got in Garon's Atomic Ranch.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So this one is Campus Reed. I do 32 count Laguna.
Nice.
And most of what they have sent has been neutral. I think one was maybe a greenish color.
Mhm.
And then Bestitch Me. This one's called Luna Moth.
Ooh,
And
pretty.
it's a beautiful greenish color.
And what size is that one?
This is 36 count linen.
Mm-hmm.
So
Very
those
nice.
are fun. And then these are cross stitch related, but these are dies. There's a company called Pashta Designs, and they make dies to go with cross stitch stuff. So this die is a floss drop.
No way.
Yeah.
So you need a
You
machine,
need a die cutting machine,
die cutting
and I'm a
machine.
paper crafter, so I have multiple die cutting
That's
machines.
so cool.
This die is a scissor case, and you make the the floss drop you would do on cardstock. This is made to make with wool felt, and that's
Oh.
why all the little these would punch out as little holes when you die cut it, and then you sew it together.
That's so smart.
This one is a butterfly.
Oh, and you sew it together.
Yeah, you make a little stuffed butterfly.
That's so cute.
This one, you can see I haven't used any of them yet. They're still in their things. This is a needle book, a felt needle book.
Oh, cute.
And the nice thing about these were that they came with inspiration sheets. Each of them did
Nice.
for each one of these dies, so that it gives you ideas of
Mhm.
how to finish them. Otherwise, I'd be like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
great. I've never seen that. What's the company?
It's called Pashta
Pashta.
Designs.
Nice.
And Nicole Spohr just showed. She bought a die that was a pumpkin, and
Mhm.
it's about this tall, maybe. And she stuffed it, and it was really cute. Well, the die and the decoration die are both out of stock, so I'm waiting for those to come in stock because I really want to make it.
'Tis the season, though.
Yeah,
Yeah. Those
So I
are
think-
great.
that is all I brought for haul.
That's it?
Yep.
All right. So I got my Floss Frenzy from Fat Quarter Shop. This is, I should say, if you haven't gotten yours yet, you might want to skip ahead. Because I just got mine yesterday. This is the August 2023 Club Weeks Dye Works. So those are the colors. I won't read them off, but we're in the C's. She does alphabetically, but I like how those colors kind of play together.
They do.
They're
They
kinda
went nice
fun.
together. I did like though when they were before they changed alphabetically.
Mhm.
That the colors were all coordinating colors.
Yes, that was fun too. But now I decided I'm going to try to collect them all. So, okay. So, what I did Lindy Stitches came out with a Black Cat season. 6 charts, I think it is. And so I ordered them from her, and I got them all. So first up, we have Midnight Walker. This is Midnight Walker Shadow Stalker.
And she ships really fast.
She ships really fast.
She has good customer
This
service.
is Black Cat Singing in the Dead of Night. I love that song. This is May the Blackest Cat You've Ever Seen Make You Smile on Halloween.
That's cute.
And for those of you who are new, I have a black cat. This is Beware House Panther.
And your black cat he's large, right?
He's large. He's a big boy.
Yeah.
See a black cat, pick it up all day long. Have good luck.
I like that.
And
Very cute.
then Black Cat Season. And so she did a whole video on, that you can get a long fat quarter. I want to do it on one piece of fabric and do 6? So 3x2, just all in one piece. So I have that on order.
That's cool.
I also got the flosses because it was just a nice little floss kit. It's all Weeks Dye Works.
You got that from
Lindy.
Stitches?
Stephanie.
Yeah.
And then
fun how she tied them up.
I know, isn't that cute? And then she sent a bunch of bird stickers.
Oh, cute.
And then some candy. And then she always sends a freebie, so I got that freebie.
I was glad she changed her freebie because I had about 4 or 5 of the one before.
She changes them monthly or every few months, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure how often.
And then also from her, I did pick this up. This is Lady Dots Creates Shallot. What is it? Velveteen. So this is for Tudor Bee. I had bought a piece of brown, tan for Tudor Bee at Acorns, but then I was like, oh, I think I really want the called for. So I got this, which you are lucky that you aren't getting that one too, because I haven't finished the bee leg yet.
Uh-oh.
But you'll get it soon
You
enough.
got to finish the bee leg.
Yes. So then I did get part 10. So I guess we have 2 more to go of the Tiny Modernist.
Cute Santa.
Yeah, he's very cute. So this is part 10. So we'll get one in September and October, and that will be the set. So I got that. And then I got a couple of thank you cards. So Denise sent me this really cute thank you card. She won a giveaway recently. Yeah, isn't it cute? And then Denise, I don't know, you sent me 2 thank you cards, which was very much appreciated.
Maybe she couldn't decide which one
I
was
know,
for you.
cats and llamas.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's perfect. So I thought that was really cute. So thank you, Denise. And then Pamela reached out and said that she had some lavender and lace patterns that she was never going to stitch, and did I want them? And I said yes. So we got Nantucket Rose.
Very pretty.
Super pretty. And then we have Noelle as well. And then she wrote a little card. And so thank you so much, Pamela. Those will definitely go in my
Put all
stash.
this stuff over here in my pile.
It's the problem with doing it in person. And then I went to Acorns. I did drop off Cross Stitch Nation to have Acorns frame it for me. And they do a coupon book. Do you do the coupon book every month? And so this was draw a poker chip to get either 20, 30, or 40% off. Guess who got 40% off?
Oh, wow.
I know.
I always only get 20.
I know. I think there's only 1 in there.
Yeah.
But somehow I got it. So that was really great. So I picked up this Buttons and
that.
Beads. I don't know why. The cow is so cute.
It is. I like cows. I used to collect black and white cows.
Did you? She and the
I like
flowers.
that.
And I'll do this on fabric.
Do you not like perforated paper, or you just like fabric better?
I
Have you
like-
stitched on perforated
I have
paper?
stitched on it. And it's fine. I don't mind stitching on it. It's just finishing. Because I think these make cute little pillows and stuff. So I think the finishing is a little bit easier. So I got that. And then I'm not sure if I'm going to show this one because it might be a gift for somebody who might be watching. I got another mill hook kit. And then I got the 2023 just cross stitch ornament issue. So I will be doing a flip through this weekend of this one.
I just got that. There's some fun things in
Yeah,
there I want
it
to make.
looks good. I haven't looked through it yet, but it looks like there's some good stuff in there. So I will just take that back.
Are you afraid it'll end up in my bag?
Yes, I am. So I got all that. So I think that's my haul for this week. I know my market order just shipped from Go Round, so that'll be here this week
I
sometime.
didn't do any market orders this time.
Yeah, I just did a few.
I'm trying to
So
enjoy what I have and
Yeah,
not
it's
be
hard.
caught up in all the brand new things.
It's hard.
I know
It's
it
hard to
is.
do. I do have, so we're not going to do a giveaway this time, but I'm still waiting to hear from Donna Sajadi. You won the Swans last week, so I need your address. And Verpy, you won the Woodpecker. So I'll give you another week. Otherwise, then I'll redraw somebody else. I know someone who won the Fox said that she had lost power for a while because of the hurricane that just went through and stuff. So I'll give you another week, and then we'll do that. Do you have any plans? Do you plan your week ahead, or you just do what you want when you want?
I pretty much do what I want when I want. Yeah, I
Okay.
don't. So right now I'm wanting to stitch on the drawn thread Sunnyside sampler, but
Mhm.
I'm also wanting to stitch on Flying Lesson, and then I want to finish the little. That's the problem because
You need more hours.
I want to stitch on everything all at the same time, and you
Mhm.
can't. So that's why sometimes I stitch on 5 things in one day because I really want to touch them all. But
Yeah.
yeah, I want to work on my current WIPs is my plans.
Okay. Great. That's a good plan. And I'm doing A.B. Singo, so I don't know what I'll be working on, except Winter Quakers tonight, and then Thanksgiving Fairy as well, which is my 25/7. So that's it. So thank you so much for joining us. This
You're
was so
welcome.
fun. Thanks for coming
inviting
up,
me.
and
It's fun.
this was fun. And this is Tammy now. So go subscribe to Tammy's channel. She's great. You upload maybe about once a month, it seems like, right?
Yes, I try to
Yes.
do more often, but
Yeah.
it ends up being around monthly.
Monthly. But yeah, your finishes, you always show your finishes. They're so great. And if anybody wants to send finishes her way, we'll get them in contact with you.
Yep.
Okay, great. Thank you all so much for joining, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.